Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today. My name is Rashmita, and I am the event planner for Microsoft Reactor India. This session will run over the next 60 minutes, including Q&A. But before we begin, please take a moment to read our code of conduct. We are all here to learn together, so please be respectful of other people's views, understanding of differences, being kind and considerate in the way you engage. The chat section will be open throughout, and we do encourage you all to participate. So please feel free to drop all your questions in the chat section. I would now like to welcome Swami, our speaker for today's session. He is an aspirant software architect and currently works at Applied Information Sciences. He loves to learn about new technologies, but for now, I will hand over to Swami to begin the session. Let me bring him into the stream. There you go. Hey, hi, Swami.
Hey Rashmita, good evening. How are you doing this evening?
Good evening. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great and all excited for this double action episode. Eagerly waiting to start.
Awesome. So the floor is all yours and your screen is also there on
Thank
over
you
to
so
you.
much. Thanks. So, guys, thanks so much for joining. As this is part of the series which we are doing on AI, 102 exam, and there are a couple of URLs which Rashmita will share. This is my uh, GitHub repository where I'll be doing a lot of practice every day, even though a very small program, write a for loop to display two table in C sharp, whatever it is, but I'll do that practice. And this is Speaker Series 2024 is the one where we can go and see different folders for all different sessions. And today's session is here. Sometimes I'll be lazy. I'll not create the markdown files. Apologize for that. But apart from that, very important information is I'm still a learner. Apologize if I do any mistake. And I will not hesitate to say that if someone asks any query and I don't know, I'll be very open saying that I don't know, but I will go back and learn and I'll come back in the next episode and speak about that point. I previously I did quite a few times, but I'm pretty open. If I don't know, I'll clearly tell that I don't know. Okay, that being said, please fasten your seatbelt because today is double the action. And one thing I need to update, I just created a new repo for all these AI related one because I'm redoing all the samples in .NET 8. I have to update this because the markdown file I remember it is pointing to a separate repo, but this is a repo wherein I'm updating it, where it will be like C sharp source C sharp folder and the Python folder. It will be something like this. Let me take a minute to walk you through. It's in this one, and at the top, I think it is. Where is that? It is okay. That is Swami Tech Skills Academy. This one and this one. So here, if I come back and open this, so here you'll see docs and other things. So all the C sharp samples like chapter wise. That means if we come back here, I'll see as of now I'm thinking that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I started with the sixth chapter and current one, and I'll be piling up a lot of code within this chapter wise. So it will be easily manageable. Similarly, I'll have a folder to this one. As of now, we have a lot of things to discuss on this particular session. So I'll be stopping here and coming back. I'll take one quick minute to see where do we stand from the syllabus perspective and what is the future. So if you see from the syllabus perspective, we have completed this 4.5 hours and this 5.5 hours, these two chapters. And this chapter, to a decent extent, we have covered, except the RAG, which we will be doing here in the RAG one is here, which is on 10th December. Okay, so that will be completing these three chapters, and again we'll come back in this fashion, these three. Okay, so today's focus is generate code with Azure OpenAI. This is pretty interesting, interesting thing. Luckily, the code whatever I generated yesterday before taking the picture, it is pretty much there. So let's see how it goes. Huh? Um, where am I? Okay, this I don't need it. I will update the one. Good that. Okay, let me come back to this one and go to the README file and put it in the preview. Okay, we are in the preview now. So the previous sessions, this I'll take another 30 seconds. So all the previous sessions are there. I've given in the link. So the previous 15 episodes, another 15 to 20 will come next year because we need to go through the entire syllabus. So let's take time and we'll learn it. So leave it at that and start because we need a lot of time to discuss on this one. So see, this is the chapter, generate code with Azure OpenAI. We have seen a lot of, we have spent a lot of time playing around with this, the GPT models with all the prompt engineering skill set, and we have seen quite a few image generation. Everything is there, but today's thing is how it helps a programmer, how quickly we'll be able to do. We can do wonders. I'll show you quite a few things, and it will be really interesting. So this introduction is pretty simple. It says it talks about that various programming languages we will be able to do that. So construct code from natural language. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a particular sample, one of the algorithm, two-pointer algorithm, and how do you do the validate whether the given string is a palindrome or not. Like instead of the nested for loops, it is a single for loop, O of n, where we navigate from two different pointers, two-pointer algorithm, coming from both the ends till it reaches the point where no characters are mismatching, everything is same. So that's one. So in this one, previously, if you see that, some are trained specifically to use with the code, often called as codex models. Now, if you see the most recent one is Turbo 3.5 or 4. Let's go and see the deployments perspective. If we come back over here and see, I mean, this is the one which I created yesterday. I just created yesterday, and another thing is I have to show this, so that is the reason I'm coming here. I just want to speak about that. So sometimes what happens is when we create a model, the model's default values might be different. I don't want to say that it will be. It might be different. We need to be a little careful. See, the tokens per minute rate was almost here. So that means every time, even I say hello, it used to throw an error message on my face saying that you have exceeded the token limit. So please ensure when you're deploying the model, ensure on the content filter, and this is going seriously, the content filter. Even that is not allowing even an alcohol thing. If I say that generate a cat having a beer, no, it says that it has rephrased the prompt and saying that the cat is having the non-alcoholic drink or fruit juice, something like that. Seriously, these content filters are very good. Pretty good means pretty good. I really liked it. So that's one point. And the second point is deployment models. Let's see this base model. And if you see, we go to any of those models and see the content perspective, I mean, from the requirement perspective, if you see that, what else this is capable of doing. So you can see that whether it is catering our needs or not, we can go and check this one. See here, you can see this model, how much it has been trained. Seriously, um, billions of parameters it has been trained with, and these are giving excellent results. Okay, so now if you come and see that, this is come and see that we'll use this chat GPT for it, for itself. This is a pretty latest one, and it has got all uh, the facilities which is needed for code generation. So we'll be using that. So without any further delay, so let me come back here. And as I was mentioning, we will see this step by step. We'll go. So here we'll see, we'll ask it to write something, and it will give us and change the coding language and understand the unknown code, all these things. Okay, step by step we will see this. So I've taken one example. Everything is given in this markdown file itself. So let's see. I have the same code in Golang. So I'm asking, I've taken this code and I'll come back to this one, and I say, could you please explain the below code? Okay, and we'll see that. Certainly. So it is pretty much, it is explaining very deeply. It says that the package is main and it is importing the format, and there's a function definition and the variable initialization, and the looping construct and the comparison of this, and index update and return true. So overall, this is pretty much clearly explaining step by step. I mean, in depth, it is explaining. If you see this, it's speaking about this main, and it is speaking about this import, and it's speaking about this function definition and this variable initialization line 9 and 10, and speaking about the for loop, and there's a debug statement, and this one. Okay, so another thing, we'll say that could you please fix this code. Let's assume our code is not working. We'll pretend that it is not working. So let me inject a bug. I will remove this statement. Okay, I'll remove this statement, and I'll click enter, and let's see that whether it is fixing it. See this here, see this, the right decrement. This is the one which we removed it. While giving the query, the left I kept it and the right I have removed it. So exactly it is pointing me where I missed it. The right should be decrement, like a 2-pointer algorithm. It's coming from both the ends. So we saw that write a function will come back, changing the code language will come back, understanding the unknown code we have seen. We have seen this one, and we'll revisit the fixing of the code again in depth, but at least we'll see that. Now write a function perspective. If from write a function perspective, you see that I am coming back to the top one here. I'm asking this one. Let me clear this once again. I'm clearing this chart, and I'm saying that palindrome checking algorithm using 2-pointer in Java. Write algorithm in one file and program in another file. So that I can give, or I can specify simply like this. I mean, this is not the right way. I'm giving a raw thing and wrong prompting also. This is not the right way to give the prompt. So I'm telling that this is just like we have limited time. So I'm using this one. I'm saying that use two pointer algorithm and give me algorithm to check the palindrome, whether the given string is palindrome or not. So when I give like this, what it is doing, it is giving me a single Java file, and that itself within this palindrome checker, we have this is palindrome, as well as we have the main program also, and it's giving the explanation, right? So if I add this to the previous prompt, if I add this and see this, now I'm saying that, hey, write the program, give it in two different files. Now see this, how beautifully this code generation, it is creating a palindrome checker in Java, one file that's having only the algorithm. It doesn't have anything else. It's purely algorithm. And then the main program to validate it. And also it is giving how to compile and how to execute. So we'll see that here. Few of these things will pretend that just now we are copy pasting, because I have copy pasted everything because we have less time. So that is the reason I'm showcasing this one. Now from the algorithm perspective, if you see that here, it's a simple algorithm. It has added the null string. That's good. This wasn't there, so definitely have to update this. So let me update this. If the string is null, it is this one. And then we will have the left and right, 2 pointers from there. As long as this left is less than right, so we'll check that the index of at characters at left and right, if it is not equal, then it's not palindrome, false. If not, move towards the left, will move towards right, and right will move towards left. Increment the left and decrement the right. Okay, that's simple algorithm. So I'll just keep it that. And from the main Java perspective, if you see this, there are a lot of test cases. If you are not happy with the number of test cases, it is only 2. We can ask, could you please add more more test cases in the main method? I'm asking because it used only 2. So see this. Now we don't need to sweat at all. There were only 2. And now with the simple prompt, we said that, hey, could you please add more? Now it does this beautifully. It has added. Now it is checking all these empty and other things also. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we'll check this algorithm, how it is working. Now you can see this. It's going. Let it be like that. And let me copy the path. Come back to the terminal. So we have both. And now I'll come back. I have created a notes also here. So how to run each of this program. Copy this Java C main and Java main. So I'm copy pasting this command, and you see within a fraction of a second it is executing. So just to avoid or benefit of doubt, let me delete these 2 files. So delete. I remove the main class, and I will remove this one. Now let's come back to the terminal, and let's execute Java C. Within a fraction of a second, it is executing. Okay. So now let's assume that we have these 2 classes. This class and this class. Now what you can do is, I'll copy this and come back over here. Oh, this is pretty good test cases. I just don't want to miss this. So I will paste it somewhere here. So I will update the code a little later. I'm just copy pasting it, so I'll not lose that. Okay, so let me copy this. That's the main. First, let me copy this one. So that's the palindrome checker. So this is the file, and this is the main.java. I'm taking this one, and now I'm coming here. I'm asking, could you please rewrite this code in C Sharp? .NET 8 top level statements in program.cs. Algo should be in another file. Okay, now I asked it. I told I have the Java code. Could you please rewrite this in C Sharp, and then asked it to do the similar way. So let's see that. Let's compare with this, because yesterday's program and today's program, you're seeing that it did a lot of improvement. So we can't expect that whatever I have hit here, it will be the same. It might be improvising, definitely. You're seeing it. So let's see from the code perspective. We have the static, this one is same, and the null check is the one which it has added. I really liked it because I didn't have it from yesterday's code. It's good that it is adding now, and you see this loop is pretty much the same, exactly the same. And now from the program CS perspective, see this, it didn't create the main method because I told use the top level statement. See, this file contains the main program using the top level statements. And if you don't give the top level statement, it might use the main method. I'm really not sure how the algorithm will behave, but most of the times I face this issue that it use the main program. So I have to explicitly specify. Better to be explicit in this case. So we can see the test cases are here in the list of strings. And then you can see exactly this one. Okay, let's see. Let's execute this and see. cd dot C sharp CS and this. So right now I'm here. So .NET run. Because we have only one. We have only one is very this is very much a C sharp. This is very much a C sharp one. So we'll come back to this one, see how it worked in Java and how it worked in C sharp. Okay. Just give me a minute. We saw this one. Okay. Now we will ask it to regenerate in Go. What is that? Could you please rewrite this in Golang? See, it's giving pretty much, it is giving every command. Like, now let's check that. How this is in Go. See that? The palindrome, the format package, and you see this. Oh, this is a new one it is adding. I really love this because yesterday I was doing it, it didn't have it, but today it is adding a lot of these things. These calls are unexpected calls, so I'm a little bit disturbed. Sorry for that. So you see this Rest of the code is exactly same. Okay, now let's ask him, and we'll compare the main program also. So it has got the test cases exactly the same. Okay, so we have seen C Sharp, Go, and Java. Let's use the Golang. Go run dot. You can specify the files, but I found go run dot means it itself will go and check the file and execute the main program. So everything is running. So we have seen C Sharp, Go, and Java. Now I'll quickly ask it to generate because it doesn't make sense for us to wait. So could you please rewrite this in Python? So now I don't need to give it the instructions to write it in two different files because it has got the context, isn't it? Now, if you go and view the code inside this, if you Jesus, if you go and see this, see it is having the context. You're seeing it, isn't it here? It has got the context and it knows that what is that I'm asking exactly. So see this for Java, I explicitly told because initially when it created everything in a single file. Now I have to explicitly specify that, hey, don't do it in a single file, split it in two different files. I have to explicitly specify. And if you come and see from the C Sharp generation perspective, once it has given what I wanted, I clearly told here, if you see this one, I said that, hey, I have this code which you have given me. Yes, sir, could you please rewrite this in C Sharp? I said that in .NET 8, top level statements. This is very important for me. I mean, different people will have different perspective. I wanted to be in a top level statement in .NET 8 in C Sharp. Here I didn't specify give it in two files because based on the context, it understood that and it gave. And from when you come back to Golang, we were very crude. We said that, could you please rewrite in Golang? That's it. It has taken care and we were able to do that. Now you see that similarly, I said rewrite in Python. Boom. Let's see. I have to update this. It's good. I'm sorry, while discussing itself, I'm updating. I really liked it. I don't want to miss that piece here. This is a very good one. So every day I learn. So exactly rest of the same. We are not discussing about the algorithm. We are discussing about how quickly we are able to do it. And now when I come back to here, everything is same. So let's go back to that and Python. So I'll use PyLauncher. I'm using the PyLauncher. Okay. So let's see two more things. And come back here. Could you please write in JavaScript? So now see this JavaScript version is over here. The palindrome checker. That's a function. And module export, and we are using that. And this one. Okay. So now we said about the JavaScript. What happened? Oh, it's generating. Let's give it a minute. No, not a minute. I mean, it will be faster. See this. So here, if you see that, the palindrome checker, that's a function. And this piece is missing. And it's good. See the model, how the model is very powerful. That's what I'm saying. Seriously powerful. And this is that the same two left and right. And this is the loop, right? Here is module exports, palindrome, and here is the main JS. And inside the main JS, we are saying that require. And that's the for loop, which it is here. It is using the for loop for each, and here you are using the map to loop through this items. Okay, so that's pretty much. And let's test this one real quick. cd .js and node main. Boom. Okay, so that's done. Now this is final one. Then we'll go to the exercise. And could you please rewrite this in TypeScript? Okay, so we are seeing the same program in 6 languages in 15 minutes, less than 15. Java, we have seen C#, Go, Java, JavaScript, and Python. This is the final one, TypeScript. So let's see the palindrome checker. That it's writing. Sometimes the UI is something like stuck. And see this, how beautifully it is giving me the instructions. And here. So you see this, the palindrome checker. This is the first one where export function is there. So we saw that, and we have left and right and the same loop. Okay, that's one. And here in the main, we did the import of that. And we have a bunch of test cases, and we are executing for each of these test cases, right? And here it did the explanation, and also it's saying that install this TypeScript and TAC, TypeScript compiler, execute on this, and Node.js main. So I just created the sample file, same thing, TAC, TypeScript compiler. And then we are executing dist and main. You're pushing it to dist and a simple 5 lines of TS config. So let's execute this and jump into the other one. So npm run build. So it does the build of this compilation. Let's see. I will. Our goal is not that, so I don't want to do that. npm start. So it is giving it. So now from this first unit syllabus perspective, if you see that, how powerful this code models are. So we are able to write a function, and we are able to change the coding language. And if we throw something, it is able to understand what is the code which is doing. And the partial codes also it will complete. We have seen the power. I mean, we don't need to test it again and again. But something, add comments to the code. We will see that in action. Now we'll come back and we'll try something new. Even I don't know whether it will work or not, but there is no harm in trying. So this is, I'm calling it as home page. Inside that home page, let me go ahead and create index HTML. Okay, have an exclamation and tab it. It creates it. That's emmet. So this is, let's assume this is a products page. And I'm saying that, coming back to this one, and I'm saying that I'll right mouse click on that. There is something show preview. This is a live preview from Microsoft. It will be in the extension. Okay, this one, live preview. This is this extension is from Microsoft. Use it, so it will be very handy. I can open in the browser. Let me keep that there. Okay, we know at this point of time there is nothing in here. Now I'm saying that even if you don't know, and at least you know some of these bits and pieces, is that we need to add the CSS style. So I say that I have this HTML markup. Could you please add Bootstrap, CDN, and font awesome CDN. So I'm just saying that I have this. I know that Bootstrap theming is there, and I know that icons are from font awesome, but I don't know how to pick that up and how to incorporate. But this really helps us in those places where we know what has to be done and we don't know how to do it. And at this point of time, this guy will come into the rescue. Now you see this. I know that it has added this Bootstrap latest, and also exactly it is adding, it's telling this content should go here. So just before the body ends, we'll add it. It is here. Now let's see, is there any, okay, we'll write some, okay, we'll ask it to write it. Okay, we'll not spend time. We'll ask everything to do this one. Okay. Could you please write a H1 tag for our shopping products page? Also use few font awesome icons. Okay, so let's wait and see this how quickly we'll be able to create this homepage. I mean, we also can go back to the Bootstrap and grab it, but assume that I'm lazy or I'm not that much comfortable. But in this case, let's see how it creates. Where's the font as? Oh, we're not able to see the font awesome icons. There are some errors. Okay. This one. Okay, there are, it's related to this one, the security thing, I think so, because it will be a little bit here and there, but net I just want to show the powerful of this one. But let's leave it at that location. Let's come back and let's ask, could you please create a table with some products information, use some colors too. Okay, let's see, because this FAS, some of the things, like if you go to the font awesome, some of the things will be the paid version. Like if I come back to this one, font awesome, this one. Now if you see this one, font awesome, FAS, I assume that is definitely the paid version, I assume, this one. Now if I want to explore the icons, let's go and see this solid light and these things. Let's come back to this one, and yeah, let's use any one of those things, Apple or this one, and we'll take this one, copy, and let's come back and try this icon. Where is that? things will be definitely paid. I don't want to waste time on this one because let me come back here. Let's try very simple. Okay, let's try something called coffee. So there are, see this, some of the things are professional and some of the things are free. And let's grab something which is free. Now I think we do have very less options, but let's try this. I copy this one and let's try this coffee mug. FA solid. And oh, I think the font awesome itself, the CDN itself is wrong. So let's not waste time on that one. So the thing which is here is it is having some problem with this integrity. Okay, so let's try this one time, and then if it is not, then we will see that. So it was having the issue with this integrity. So some of this are paid one. So even though you use that, you might not be able to see. So now that we know that, FA is also working. So this guy has used a good one, but the only thing is this one. So this is what I was telling. You should know how to do it. How to do it and what to do it. And rest you can take the assistance from this one, because we know that what has to be done. We know that, okay, we need a good title, H1 tag, and we need something in the font icons. So those kind of things, and rest of the things, it will do it on its own. And now we should be that much intelligence enough to go and hunt the issue if at all something is missing. Let's see that how did it do. If not, we'll ask it to have the stripes also, or at least few colors we'll add. Okay, it's bad. I didn't expect this. What's it? Table stripe. Definitely, I think again this is also having the same problem. Let's remove that. And let me remove this one also. The colors are not coming. We'll give one shot and then we'll leave it. Danger. Okay, the color is not getting affected. Let's leave it at that position, but we'll stop here. But at least, you know, it didn't take much of the time. Like if you want a simple header, we can ask it top nav bar, please. Now that the GPT and we became friends. Now I don't need to tell that much of the instruction. I'm saying that, hey, give me the top nav bar. See, let's see this, how beautifully it does that. So I come back over here. Let me grab the nav bar. I mean, rest of the things, it will be definitely on our shoulders. But at least to a decent extent, now GPT and we became friends. Something issue with the formatting. I'll just hunt it down a little later, but it is pretty much for some reason still there is, I told you, isn't it? It's not able to get the bootstrap CSS. Okay, so let's do one small thing. I just want to show the power. So bootstrap CDN. Let's go here. Bootstrap CDN. Let's go there and let's grab this optional theme. And what's the version? Is it old? What is the version of this one? It is Bootstrap 5. Just give me 1 minute, but I just wanted to see this power of, yeah, this one. Let's go here. And this is a CSS. I just copy this and let's see. Okay, looks like something is missing. So definitely uh, towards the progress. I think there you go. Definitely that was the thing which was missing. So definitely we are towards the progress. See this, how much time it took? Maybe 11, 12 minutes for us to do it. Um, it's beautiful. Like now I can come and we can play with it like anything. Now I can say that BG success. Woo! No, I don't want that. So this is we can wrap this inside a span. Oh, by the way, I really love playing with it. And we can give the class and PG primary. There you go. Okay. Or text. I know my color choice is very bad. Apologies for that. But see this, we didn't spend much of the time, and you see this, all these mouse over effects, you're seeing it. Everything is coming out of this. Okay, so that's about the powerful of using this GPT models to generate the code. So let's quickly see this, what else we are pending to do. We saw all these things. The final exercise is very exciting. We'll do that. Fix the bugs also. We saw that. Improve the code also. If we have a little bit of performance issues, it will do it. But again, there is a catch. Now we need to be in a position to understand where it is. Now, if you see that, here if you see, maybe I'm lazy or whatever the thing. I wanted to create the home page. It didn't take anything more than 12 minutes. I remove that blue. It is troubling me. I'm sorry to waste your time, but I can't tolerate that color. I myself hate it. So now I'm happy. Okay, good. So it didn't take much time, 10 to 12. See this, how beautifully we were able to create it. And here the catch is, it's not a bed of roses. I mean, it helps us a lot, but it's a powerful tool. At the same time, we need to know that where things are going. Now, we used it, but at least we had that much intelligence to come back to this console to find that something is missing. Now here, even in see this bootstrap bundle at the bottom, this is having some issue. So what we can do is, here you see this JS. This is the one JS file. I copy this, come back and put it here. And now let's go back to the page and refresh that. Now see this, there are no errors. So what I'm telling is, the GPT model helps us to make our lives easy and faster. For sure. The thing is that on top of that, you need to know that how to hunt the issue. Like if I have to do it, I definitely know that. What should I write? Where should I go and copy this? Like if I come back to this one and here, the getting started, and come back to this one, I'll go to the components and slowly I'll see that now nav bars are there. I'll come back to this nav bar, and from this nav bar, you see this, there will be a dark nav bar at the bottom, or we can take any nav bar, this one, the dark nav bar. Almost, if you see that, that's matching with this. So I can go grab this one. And what I'm doing is I'm making my life faster. At the same time, I need to know all the tips and tricks, nitty-gritties, where I can go and hunt it and do the things, right? So that much of thing, it has to be on our part. So it's not that GPT or any of these models are generating code. It's 100% good. For the betterment, we can deliver faster. The thing is that wherever there are mistakes, we should be in a position to go and handle it at the same pace. Like if assume that if I don't know anything on this HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, now I will spend hours together finding out why. But immediately we came here and we saw that from the dev tools, okay, there's something with the SHA, and then we nuked the SHA, and then again it wasn't working. Font awesome, we went back and bought it from that and added it. So rest of the things we are using whatever the code which was generated by the GPT, but something we ourselves are adding it. That's the muscle power you need to have. Rest of the muscle power we are getting it from the chat GPT. That being said, let me come back here and let's go to the exercise perspective. See, in the inefficient code also, there are times where you think that it is improving, it might not, because there might be latest construct. So we need to understand, and we need to be in a position to understand that, hey, what is that the GPT is generating, what is that we are bringing onto the table, what is that it is bringing onto the table, and then that's the win-win situation. We need to understand that. Okay, so let's see this one. These all things we know that we were able to generate the code in Python or whatever the language and rewrite it in a different language, and then fix the code. We checked a lot of these things, and similarly doing it from the coding perspective. So this is a new repo which I created, and I'll be enhancing this. This is the first directly, because we completed out of 6, we completed 3 of the chapters, and rest of the 3 will be doing it. And directly I'm starting with the 6th one. So as and when I'm redoing that, or I have to go through the chapters and pull everything here and keep it here. So this is for from the configuration perspective, and this is from the extensions perspective. These are the things which we needed. So I have kept it here. So let me close that. And from the code perspective, if you see that, it does 3 things. It writes the unit test cases, it fixes the Go fish code, and it adds the comments to the function. So where is that function? So let me quickly go here. It's this one. Yep, this one. And now if you see from the C# perspective, this is a sample code. Let me open that. So this is a function. I mean, the C# code, it is not working. So this is the function. So first thing is, let me execute this code. And we'll say that, write the, first we'll ask, add comments to that. That's the first option. Sometimes it takes time. Okay, that's the first one. I'm saying that add comments to the following function. So you see this, it comes here. I don't need this. We'll break it at last. So it is using SDK, by the way. Now I got the completions over here, and it has given that. Now if I execute and I do, why should I quit? In this results, if you see that, it is written the function. You see, compare with that. Let's compare this code. Okay, so beautiful. Now let's go and do the second one. And Okay, so now let's come back. See that it wrote the test cases. So we saw that it adds the comments, and now we are seeing that it is adding the test case. So that's how, these are the very powerful things, and we need to know how to use it. And Rashmita, back to you. I'm really sorry. I got 4 calls and someone is knocking the door. I'm
Sure,
really sorry. This is the first
sure,
of the kind I'm getting
sure,
trouble.
sure. Thank you so much, Swami, for the session, and thank you all for joining us today. Please visit Microsoft Reactor website for more upcoming sessions. Also, we would appreciate your feedback on today's session, as it will help us to curate future session. Thank you all once again, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Swami.
Guys, I'm really sorry, guys. I didn't expect 4 calls and three calling bells. Calling
No
off.
worries, Swami. We'll
Bye,
catch.
guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
bye.